Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to touch base with you guys, but I haven't found the time, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. But first, the book club. So we are meeting at the end of this month. So if it's your first time here and you're wondering what books we're reading, again, I will remind everyone, Dream It, Pin It, Live It by Terry Savelle Foy. This is a book about vision boards and how to make them work. And then we're also reading Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. And this is a book about how to challenge fear, how to view fear, a different perspective on fear, which are all things that are going to come up when you are trying to get a vision for your life. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, and we're going to meet on February 28th at 4 o'clock. Again, that's Sunday, February the 28th at 4. If you would like the location, private message me. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. So now the other topic that I wanted to discuss with you is, how do you get things done when there's always an excuse? There's always something coming up. So that was a big problem for me and still something I juggle with. And I just wanted to tell you guys some things that do work for me from time to time. And I'm also very open to the suggestions of my audience. So I'm just going to discuss one. I don't want to keep you guys too long on this video. But the main one that comes up is not having the time, as I mentioned earlier. Sometimes we want to make a change in our life, whether we want to lose weight, we want to change the way we eat, we want to make time for reading these wonderful books, right? But we're busy, or whatever it is that we want time to do things. But it can be very challenging. So actually, the author of excuse me if I can speak today, Dream It, Pin It, Live It, the author of this book, Terry Savelle Foy, I found her on YouTube, and I would follow, watch her videos, and one particular video that she discussed time management, and I found it to be amazing. And it's called Writing a Time Log. So I'm going to show you guys a brief time log and pass that on to you. So this is something that has worked for me, and it helped me find time in my schedule, and hopefully it can work for you as well. So we're gonna mosey on over here. So this is a mock time log. This is not an actual time log for me, although some of the things I could definitely relate to. So this is just showing you a typical day for someone. Now, for you to do a time log and for it to work, you would want to write down every single thing that you do throughout the day, from the moment that you wake up until you go to bed. And as you can see here, I highlighted the problem areas per se. So here we have 7:36. We scrolled through Facebook or social media, and we didn't get into the next activity of the day until over an hour later. So that right there could have been time for reading, could have been time to exercise, or squeezing in the things that you want to do. Here's a lengthy phone call. Here is another time spent surfing the internet because we were waiting in a car. This is just a very personal thing. I, as a dance mom, constantly waiting in the car for my child. But you may find yourself maybe delayed, waiting for a train or a ride. Take that time and do something constructive with it. You can use it. And this one, the last one, isn't really much my problem. I don't really watch too much television, but I definitely know a lot of people that do. So as you can see here, there's a 3-hour time gap on just a typical day where you can find time to go to the gym, you can find time to read, you can find time to work on any activities, you can study, you can do whatever it is that you need to do. So this time log is just an example of what I did based on that YouTube video that I watched. And I was able to find time in my schedule for things that I thought I had no time for, right? So that, guys, is one thing that actually worked for me. And I'm curious to know what would work for you. Like, how do you find the time, or how do you challenge the excuses that arise? Because I definitely wanted to go into the others. The other one, the big one, is not having the money. That always comes up. So what are your suggestions if you don't have the money to do something that you want, or you don't have the time? Or the main one that actually Big Magic, I think, tackles is a lot of times that we are just afraid, but that fear is masked, into other things. Oh, we think it's not for us. Oh, that's not for me. Or like the reality is that we're uncomfortable and we're afraid. What if we're around people that we don't like, or they don't like us, or whatever may come up for you. And I think that one thing I've definitely learned in this journey of life is that whatever it is that you really want is on the other side of fear. Like, you're going to have butterflies in your stomach. You're going to be challenged. You're going to, especially if you're in the creative world, you're going to be, or I guess you would think, you're going to be at the mercy of other people's opinions of you, whether they're positive or negative. So I think it's important to challenge yourself and go out there anyways, whether they like you or not, right? Just be yourself. That's all you can do, and be your best self. So I hope I see you guys soon. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope to see you in the book club on February the 28th. If not, I will keep you posted, so stay tuned.